Hello and welcome to Finding Articles using PsycINFO, one of the many databases you can access at the Cal Poly Pomona University Library. In this tutorial, we're going to go over how to access the PsycINFO database, how to use the advanced search page to find articles using keywords and limiters, how to sift our search results for relevance, and how to download articles from this database. To start out, go to the library homepage, which you can access by typing CPP Library into Google or the search engine of your choice. From the library homepage, we're going to click on the button marked Databases, which takes us to an alphabetical list of all our databases. As PsycINFO starts with P, we're going to click on the letter P. And then we will scroll down to the link for PsycINFO and click on it. Now, if you are off campus, you will be prompted at this point to log in with your Bronco ID and password. As soon as you do so, you will be granted access to this database. Now, accessing the database places us on the advanced search page for PsycINFO. This database is somewhat unique as it provides you with a large number of limiters for you to use to get really specific in your searches. I'm not going to go over all these limiters, but I would like to point out a few that might be useful to you. First off, there's the peer-reviewed limiter. Not everything in PsycINFO is peer-reviewed, so the way to ensure that your results will be limited to peer-reviewed materials is to check off the box marked peer-reviewed. The next limiter to consider is the publication year limiter. This provides you with two fields, a start year and an end year. The next limiter to consider is the publication year limiter. This provides you with two fields, a start year and an end year field. If you wanted to limit your results to articles published in the last 7 years, you would put the current year, in this case 2025, in the end year field, and whatever year was 7 years previous, in this case 2018, in the start year field. The publication date limiter, which is right below the publication year limiter, has some radio buttons with preset options for the past 12 months, past 5 years, or past 10 years. The last limiter I want to draw your attention to on the advanced search page is the methodology limiter, which is located near the bottom of the advanced search page. This limiter takes the form of a drop-down menu and allows you to filter your results by the methods used to do the research. So using this tool, you can limit your results to only case studies, literature reviews, empirical studies, or other forms of research. So, let's show how this works. Let's say you had been given an assignment in which you were supposed to find 5 peer-reviewed empirical studies on the treatment of schizophrenia published in the last 5 years. How would you find them? Well, first off, let's consider our keywords. At the very least, we're going to want schizophrenia and treatment, which we can put in the search boxes. You'll notice that when you put treatment into the second search box, you get prompted to use treatment or therapy or intervention. This is an example of the database suggesting synonyms for you to use to save you the trouble of doing 3 searches in a row. The one potential downside of this is that we can end up with way more results than we can manage. In this case, we will use the suggested terms treatment or intervention or therapy. Now, our results need to be peer-reviewed and need to be published in the last 5 years. So we're going to scroll down and check the peer-reviewed limiter, and then we're going to scroll down a little further and select the last 5 years radio button from the publication date limiter. Lastly, we're going to scroll down to the bottom of the page, and on the methodology limiter, we're going to select the empirical study option. Now, we've told the database that not only are we looking for schizophrenia treatments, we're looking for peer-reviewed empirical studies on schizophrenia treatment published in the last 5 years. So, all of our results should fall into those parameters and be usable for your assignment. To see what we'll get, hit the search button. So, we get about 7,300 hits, which is a bit high. To limit our results somewhat, we will add search terms. So, in order to do this, we will click on the link marked Advanced Search at the top of the screen, which will take us back to the Advanced Search page. In the next available search box, we will add the terms electroconvulsive therapy, and then we will hit search. That limits our results to about 100 hits, which is probably a manageable set to work with. Now, you're probably not going to want to download all 100 some odd articles in your search results, as not all of them will be relevant to your research topic, so you're going to want to sift them for relevance. To do this, you're going to want to look over the titles of the articles in your results first. Now, titles of articles in psychology tend to be dull but descriptive, giving you a decent idea of what the article is about. So you're going to want to go through your search results by title first and set aside the articles with titles that you think are relevant to your topic. You can set aside the articles in any way you want. I generally find it easiest to just open them in a separate tab. Once you've gone through your results by title, you're going to want to look a little more closely at the articles you've set aside. So you're going to go into the record for each of the articles you've set aside, and you're going to sift one more time, this time by the abstract of the article. The abstract is a brief summary of the article, usually no more than 200 words in length. To see the abstract, scroll down to the section under the heading titled Abstract. Now, as you go through the articles you've set aside and check their abstracts, you're probably going to eliminate some more articles, as what you read in the abstract will reveal that they aren't relevant to your topic either. The end goal is to have a set of articles that are manageable in number and relevant to your search topic. Once you've sifted your articles by title and abstract, it's time to download them. If we have direct access to the article, this is relatively simple. Just click the button marked Download, and a PDF of the article will be downloaded automatically. In some cases, instead of a download button, you will have a button marked More Information instead. This means we may have access to this article, we just don't have access to it in PsycINFO. To figure out if we have direct access, we click on the button marked More Information, which will transfer us to OneSearch, where we will either be provided with links to other databases with access to this article, or we will get a button that will ask us to sign in for more options. If that button appears, we don't have direct access to the article, but you will be able to request it through the interlibrary loan process. For more information on requesting articles, please see our interlibrary loan tutorial. Thank you for watching this tutorial. If you have questions about PsycINFO or any of our other databases, or need research assistance in general, please contact the library using the 24/7 chat widget on the library homepage, or email us at researchhelp, one word, @cpp.edu.